Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are watching this from, and whenever you are watching this. It's your boy Ali, and it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. Um, a few conversations with some friends and seeing where people are at have inspired me to start shooting again and to help people as much as I can, especially during this time of lockdown and craziness, whatever you want to call this time. So what I want to talk about in this video are the 5 pillars of health. And really, our health is the ultimate wealth, and we've got no excuse in terms of not being able to focus on that during this time. you know I don't want to say we've got no excuse, but I mean, if you've got a bed and you've got a place that you're sleeping at and healthy food, then you're in a good spot and you can focus on your health, especially at a time where if you're at a lockdown and there's nothing else going on, you're not even working. um, it's a good time to focus on your health, even if you are working. I mean, health is the ultimate wealth. It's if you've got energy and the vitality to do everything that you want, and you're you're calm and grounded into with with everything that you do, then it's the ultimate weapon, right, against life, because life is tough, and being healthy helps solve probably half the battle. So, with that being said, the first pillar I want to say to health is sleep, making sure that we are getting a good amount of sleep. We are waking up at a set time every day, and we are not messing with our circadian rhythm, right? We are getting sunlight and all these things. Um, Sleep is the most important thing. I know said, like, sleep is the cousin of death, but it's too much sleep that messes up uh, with our health, right? When we don't have a reason to wake up and we're just waking up at whatever time we want, it messes everything. I find that when I don't sleep well, I don't I don't have the willpower that I usually have. I don't have the attention that I usually have. I'm sort of just going through the emotions, and the energy and the vitality is not really there. So sleep is number one. It's the foundation. But a very close number two is meditation. A lot of you know big how much of a big fan of meditation I am. Not even necessarily meditation, but space. I'll just call it space. Whether it is meditation, whether it's a walk in nature, um, allowing yourself the space to not ingest anything. I mean, food wise or even mentally, right? Not ingesting information and just allowing yourself the space to digest everything that's going on, and allowing yourself the space to rest. That is so essential to our humanness, right? What the technology has taken away from us is the ability to just be, right? Louis C.K. talks about the stand-up comedian. You can look it up on his on YouTube, and it was a talk he did with Conan, and he talked about how, like, every time we feel like this itch, this uncomfortableness, we jump into the phone. We want to distract ourselves, whether it's food or jerking off or whatever it is. The space to just be and, like, chill and not have this itch to want to be with somebody, or to want to have this food, or to want to to, sorry about that, I got the low battery sign, to want to have this food, to watch the next show. This escapism society, this consumerism society that we live in. The antidote is meditation. It's not the only antidote, right? You need confrontation and courage, but meditation will help a lot. It's a big pillar to health. And forget that I said meditation. Just the space. Again, it's just the space to just be. Go out for a walk in nature. Leave your phone behind, or leave your phone, like, just turn it off. Like, don't distract yourself. Just go for a walk, or sit in silence. That's what meditation is for me. It's just sitting in silence. I meditate for an hour a day, on most days, anywhere from half an hour to an hour a day, and I simply just set a timer on my phone for an hour and just sit in silence. There's no magic thing to it, right? Now, I've obviously done a lot of meditation to get to that point. So if you're just starting out with meditation, this is going to be hard. Um, uh, you can start out with guided meditations first, and then slowly go on to doing it without any guided meditation and just having the space. But yeah, so the space is important. So that's number two. Number three is nutrition. Right? Nutrition, I mean, is so important. I'll tell you this as a guy that struggled with IBS. I mean, it's not even a struggle. I look at it as a gift, because I have this ability to be so aware of what my body, how food reacts to my body, that, yeah, I'm actually, like, grateful for it. Like, I just eat healthy all the time. A quick tip for nutrition, into you want to start eating healthy, and instead of going through all these diets or whatever, just one simple thing that I tell a lot of my clients, as a personal trainer, is look at the ingredient list. If the ingredient list has something a 10-year-old can't pronounce, put that down. Now, why is nutrition so important? The energy. I mean, like I said, it has a domino effect into my life. The energy that I feel when I'm eating well versus when I'm not eating well is night and day. The focus that I have when I'm eating well versus not eating well is also night and day. This can go over a lot of people's heads, especially if they don't have the difference. If they haven't been like, well, I've been healthy for 2 months and now I feel what it's like to be healthy, versus not being healthy for whatever, a couple months, or whatever it is. So we need to have this faith first in terms of anything, any new endeavor that we get into, right? Any new goal we want to achieve, we need to have this faith, first of all, this trust, whatever you want to call it, that this thing is going to work. And then when you get there, you realize, yes, it did work. And now you no longer need the belief or need the trust or the faith, because you have the sense of knowing with the difference between being healthy and not being healthy. So anyways, that's a little, like, side tangent, but yeah, so nutrition. Another thing with nutrition, why it's so important, is the sixth sense that you get from nutrition, right? We all heard about connecting to your gut, right? Oh, I had a gut feeling about this, We need to look more closely at the words that we're saying, and realize that they have a deeper meaning than we even realize. When we say I had a gut feeling about this, nutrition really is the connection to that sixth sense that not a lot of us know about, not a lot of us have a connection to. And because not a lot of us have a connection to, these big, grandiose, like, red light catastrophes happen, without us seeing the warning signs along the way, right? If, let's say, your girlfriend just broke up with you or something, right? your significant other, or some big disaster happened in your life, whatever it is, you just got kicked out of the house, whatever, there are probably a lot of warning signs along the way. And if you had a better connection with your gut, with your sixth sense, you would have seen it. Now, obviously, that is also developed through practice and through emotional intelligence and through um, through a lot of other things, but your gut and your connection to your gut through the nutrition is a big missing piece, right? So, yeah, nutrition. Fourth thing is movement. So, as I was talking about the gut with movement, and movement is such a huge piece for me. Like, one of the things that I make sure to do every day is to just like sit in the squat position, right? Where I'm like, all right. And when I'm sitting in this squat position, right, I get so much, my colon is straight, um, um, my hips are getting a lot more mobile, um, the ankle mobility is happening, a lot of things are happening. This is our basic resting position. And to connect it with the nutrition, because my colon is straight, uh, I have such an easier time when I'm in the bathroom, right? When I go to the bathroom, it's like taking a piss. Like, I'm just like in and out, um, and my digestion is better. Everything is better, right? Like, I'll sometimes, if I get bloated, if I had something bad to eat, what I'll do is I'll just sit in the squat position for a while, because I know my colon is straight, and that compression from my legs towards my stomach is just helping a lot. So, yeah, the squat position is huge. And other things with movement, if I am training jiu-jitsu, oh my God, I'm sleeping like a baby. Whew, like, when you're wrestling and you're fighting, nothing is a big deal. Now, you don't have to necessarily wrestle, but to get a sweat on, it just makes you realize that we are still the billionaires of human history. With all the shit going on, we are still the billionaires of human history. An average person that is living on the poverty line today is still living better than the kings of whatever, hundreds of years ago. So it's important to move, because you get out of your head and into your body, and therefore become more present, more aware, more vitality. Movement also has this tonic effect, right? It's sort of like coffee. When you drink coffee, you get more energy. When you exercise, you're spending a little bit of energy, but you're getting so much more back. Your return on investment is huge. So movement is huge. I can talk about it for days, because it's my passion. It's my biggest passion. So making sure that you're getting some form of movement every day, whether it's a walk, yoga, exercise, whatever it is, whatever your spiel is, getting a variety in too will keep your brain sort of sharp and focused. Yeah, it's huge for your health. It has also another domino effect into everything, into your sleep and into your nutrition, because you'll increase your body awareness, and you'll want to eat healthier, because you're like, oh well, when I eat like crap, I'm not moving that well. So I want to eat healthier so that I can move well. So again, movement is another thing that has a domino effect. Probably not as much as nutrition, if I'm being honest. Even though I'm a little biased to movement, it being my passion. But yeah, it still has a big domino effect. The last thing I want to say is environment, and the community, the people that you surround yourself with. So that's what I mean by environment, is making sure that you're getting time in nature, but also the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Okay, so I'll touch on the nature part first. With nature, whenever I'm spending time in nature, I am calm. Uh, I am at ease. I am connected with this sense of courage and vitality and the sense of power that, I mean, that's really within all of us. But when we're spending too much time on technology and we're consuming too much information and watching too many shows or too many movies, um, our mind naturally goes into comparison mode, and where we go like, well, I'm not like that person, so I'm not enough, and this, and I'm not enough. So there's always that thing that is like not enough, right? That where nature gives you the sense of calm, and you're like, I am whole, right? That also comes for me, on the note of meditation. It also comes with me during meditation. When I spend that hour of silence in meditation, I get that sense of wholeness as well, and that itch of neediness goes away. So, anyways, with nature, it's everything. It erases the doubt in my mind. It takes away the feeling of separateness from the universe, right? If I will say that at my lowest self, I'll feel this uh, nihilist feeling, like, what's the point of all this? Why even bother? Why this? Oh, I just want to like hide under the sheets and nobody see me. That kind of feeling goes away when I spend time in nature. I'll feel more connected to my power, more connected to my vitality, more connected to my purpose. So nature is huge. Make sure you're getting time in nature, especially during this time. Um, I mean, in February in Canada, I have to remind myself to get that time. So that's the nature part. The second part is the community, right? Right now, you're listening to me. I'm somewhat part of your community. Um, but more importantly, the people that you are surrounding yourself with and listening to, you become like them, right? It's almost like the biggest thing that COVID and the lockdown made me realize that this because we're forced into a bubble of like you only allowed to see a couple of people, you literally become who you surround yourself with. So make sure you're not surrounded by assholes and people that you don't like, because you'll become them unconsciously, right? So be aware of that. I remember when one time I talked to my mother and I told her this quote by Sigmund Freud, I believe it was, and I told her that the quote was, before you classify yourself with depression, make sure you're not surrounded by assholes. So she loved that quote because it took so much weight off her shoulders. But also recognizing that really we become who we surround ourselves with. So surround yourself with people that make you a little bit uncomfortable, that you might perceive that are like, just from your perception, are a little bit higher than you, or whatever it is. There's really nobody higher or lower, right? Sadhguru also says, if you don't look up at anybody, you don't look down on anybody, you just see everybody as it is. You just see everything as it is, and that's so true. Anyways, so surrounding with yourself with people that inspire you, that move you forward, because you will become the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. It's said over and over and over again, but I've come to a state where I feel that. I have the awareness of that, and it's such a beautiful gift to come to, because we can hear all these Instagram quotes and motivational stuff. Until we go out and do it ourselves, it is nothing, right? As Bruce Lee says, knowing is not enough. We must apply. We must apply. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you've got anything you want to chat with, you can also DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is my first name, Ali Kanan, last name Kanan, PT. So, yeah, with that being said, love you all. Take care.